Raider Nation, what's good? Qski, what's happening, my
Hey,
brother?
man,
Hey,
all is good. Another day, man.
all is good, all is good. GQ will be right back in here. He was just in here. He had to step out for a hot second, but we back, man. I know it's been a minute. I know it's been a minute. So, hopefully we can get people to come back on and check us out. Again, I'm gonna say this is I've just been got
Yeah,
every Tuesday when we supposed to go on, it's been like something's been going on. It's been a crazy month. It's been a terrible month as a Raider fan. I like your Oakland shirt there, my brother. Love it.
yes, sir,
Love
for sure.
it. Show
You
for
know it,
show, man. You know what happened
man.
in
It's been a
our
rough
town, baby.
month.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Let me a
so
drink on
yeah,
that.
I mean, I don't know, Q. I don't know. I know I put a really bad picture up for this show, but that's just how we feeling as Raider fans, or it's how some of us are feeling as Raider fans right now. We just kind of we hurting
Weather
right
the
now.
storm.
We
Yeah,
gotta weather the storm, baby. We gotta weather the storm. But we Raiders, baby. We Raiders, Q.
all day, ride or die.
We Raiders, baby. Ride or die all day, man. So we gotta pick it back up and get it back together, man. And just keep fighting and stand strong as Raider fans, man. I know people hurt out there, and I hear people crying and saying all kind of crazy things. But we got to get it together, man. We got to figure it out, man. People giving it up on AP early. You know what I'm saying? People giving up on this, giving up on that, whatever. I don't want to
It
hear
is
none
what
of
it
it,
is,
man. I don't
man.
want to hear none of it. All right,
We
GQ
know how
back
this
in
shit
here.
roll, bro. You know what I mean? It's been
You
a
know,
definitely been a rough month, man.
Yo,
Um,
can y'all hear me?
GQ.
yes, sir.
Yeah, you good,
You
GQ,
killing the
bro. We got
building.
it. We got it all together, man. We got it all together, baby. How you
Oh
doing,
man.
my brother?
Oh
We
man.
back,
Hey,
man. We
it
I
back.
feels
know we
good
done
to be
missed.
back, guys.
I know we done missed a couple weeks,
Mm-hmm.
man, for Raider therapy, man, because sometimes that shit is really, really much needed, especially inside the nation family.
Yeah,
Because to start off 2-1 and to be and to get the win in Baltimore and to be where we're at right now, this shit wild.
yeah.
Hey, let me come in and say first and foremost, because it's been a while, let me say to all of our new members, everybody who came to the Raider Nation Drinking Club tailgates, the official tailgates, everybody that came and initiated, everybody that sent in initiations. If you became a new member, I understand that this is the first time that y'all are seeing us live on this channel since you've been initiated. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We appreciate everybody that put their work in and became a member, man. And hey, we
Yeah.
here. We know it's been a minute. We know it's been a while, but this is it. And we finally we putting on for y'all. So thank y'all for coming through, man. And let's get it. Raider Nation Cricket Club. You feel me? You
Yes,
Yes,
feel
yes,
me?
sir.
yes, yes. Right on, GQ. Definitely for sure, man. And it's been a while. This is not our normal day. This is not our normal time. So hopefully, some people will start trickling in a little bit. But I honestly, I was saying before we got it all together and you got back in here, GQ. I feel sorry. Like I apologize too because Tuesday night was our night. It's just been weird how things have been coming up on Tuesdays, and it just ain't been working out. And I literally got two phone calls today from my brother Jaime out in the Bay and Matt out in the Bay. Like, bruh, we ain't seen you on in forever. What's going on? You guys ain't coming on because we losing? Nah, man. I mean, we mad about losing, but we finna be on here and representing Raiders, man, and we finna talk
All
Raiders
day.
and do that. So my bad. And so I was like, definitely tonight I'm gonna do my best to get on here and hopefully GQ and Q can be able to get on. And luckily you guys were. Um, and we got to figure it out, man. We got to figure it out. Things ain't what we wanted them to be or what we thought they would be, but we still here, baby. We still here, and we still repping, baby. And we want I want the season to turn around now. People can say whatever they want, but even though we're 2-7, which is awful, absolutely awful. I'm not saying anything
Awful.
else. Absolutely awful. We ain't won in a month and change. It's been 5 straight L's. But I need people to go out there and fight, man. I need people to go out there and fight every game, man. I mean, some of the final scores didn't look that as close as the games were, but every game was close. We had big shots to win, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? We got to figure it out, man. They got to figure it out. The coaches, the players, everyone, they fighting to stay in this league, man. The average, I want to say the average players in the league 2.5 years, right? That's their average. So everyone needs to be out there fighting, trying to stay in the league, trying to get a paycheck, trying to do all that, man. And I need to see more of it, man. I need to see it from the because we've been through this before, man. We've been around and we've seen this and we've gone through it, and it hurts and it's ugly, and people say, "Oh man, I can't ever remember it being this bad." Yeah, we can. I remember it being this bad. I remember it being worse. So you know, I don't want to hear any of that, man. Just, you know, put on your big boy pants and get out there and rep, man. Get out and rep for the Raider Nation all day, baby. And this team got to start getting it together, whether it's the O line or the D line or the whatever. I mean, we don't want, like, injuries are injuries. That's going to happen, but everyone out there needs to fight. Receivers need to be on the same page with quarterbacks running the right routes. People need to catch balls, all that good stuff, all of it, man. And since we've been on, a lot of shit has happened. A lot, man.
Because in the start off, man, the last few weeks, as usual, we in every game. A lot of games we take the lead, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a great first drive or two.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's turnovers, man. Just way too many fucking turnovers. Fumbles. Not even about 1 minute. We have had a few interceptions, but it's fumbles. We can't even hold on to the ball. Can't even hand the ball off. That's the part that's super frustrating. You know, interceptions are going to happen. Of course, you don't want that many, but turnovers are critical in this league. We turn it over way too much and don't get nearly enough.
Right.
You know, and then the defense wears down. And then, you know, you can't score. So then they probably tired and gambling a little bit, trying to force something to happen.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we're down 13. And it was like, how did we get here?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, for sure, man. And then, I mean, negativity and losing breeds negativity and losing, right? So it's like, it's just kind of a vicious cycle, man. So you need to do some shit to win games so you can change your whole mindset and your whole just how you are as a team, right? Like because what's been, like you've been saying, what's been happening with these turnovers and untimely penalties. Like, I don't even think we're not horribly penalized as far as like numbers go, but we have horrible penalties at really bad times.
Keep third downs, offense and defense.
Yes, keep third down. So, but all that because we start thinking as a fan base a lot of times, like you said, we be jumping out the leads. We jump out, we drive down, we look like, oh, this is what we've been waiting for all year. We knew it was coming. And then all of a sudden you get a turnover. And then now all of a sudden the other team scores and they're back. And then this thought in your head comes around, oh, here we go again. We think it. You know, the players are thinking it, and that just breeds that I mean, we need to change. The whole thing has to change, man. You know, again, I said a lot of Raider fans are giving up on AP already, and this, that, and the other, right? Oh, he's in over his head. He's this, he's that, he's whatever. I just keep saying Dan Campbell, man, coach of the Lions, man. He was 3-13 his first year, man. And you know, he might have been a little bit over his head, but how do you get past that? You go through shit and you work through shit, man. So I'm not ready to give up because I'm tired of changing shit, learning new systems and learning new people and all that, man. but they got to figure it out. They got to figure out what the issue is. You know what I'm saying? They got to figure it out. I mean, we hear about, oh, there's a players only meeting or a coaches only, and they're having, okay, we don't need to know, but y'all need to know. They need to figure it out.
Yeah, they figure that shit out. For sure.
They need to go ahead and figure it out, man.
Yeah, they got to figure it out, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see what we got too. I mean, realistically, when you think about it, a lot of the personnel obviously is the same, but this is going to be a new team, right? We went into the bye week, made some changes, right? So some things is going to look different now. Not a whole lot in terms of like installing a whole entire new play system or something like that, but seeing what Scott is going to bring to the table, how he's going to call plays, how he's going to demand the execution from the offense, to see what Philbin is going to require or demand from the O-line unit. I feel like the O-line unit right underneath play calling has been the most detrimental shit to our offense, even over the quarterback play. And even over, running back play, which has to do with O-line play. I think O-line play has been monumental, right? Not being able to block or stop anybody is kind of stifled both AOC and Minshew. Really, like they have their own issues and their own things that they could have done or could do better or be better at. But I think them playing behind that O-line have a lot to do with it too. Like, you only got a few fragments of time to try to fucking make a decision to do something because somebody's getting blown up, put on his fucking pockets, or blown by. Like, not a JPJ though. JPJ is legit. I think we got a real deal Hall of Fame or a potential All Pro center in JPJ. He's gonna be that dude. But these other motherfuckers, they need to get their shit together. You know what I mean? In order to give us a chance to be successful. The trenches, bro. We all know this, right? Football's played in the trenches. We gotta be strong in the trenches, bro. We gotta get that shit sorted up if we want any chance or opportunity to be successful in doing anything.
Yeah. Because a big part of it, GQ, is that we can't run the ball.
At all.
The coach wants to run the ball, but you can't get running on first, running on second. It's 3rd and 9. You know what I'm saying? I think none of us like to, when they came in with the zone blocking scheme, we've ran the zone blocking scheme before. For whatever reason, it just never worked for us. You know what I mean? So hopefully in this bye week, they can figure some shit out and can get back to basics of last year. Last year you didn't run that scheme. I don't, and that's on the coach. I just don't understand, if we were able to run the ball pretty decently last year, why you would just abandon ship with you got the same crew that now you wanted to learn something different with a new offensive coordinator. It didn't seem like a winning combination, and it was just way more horrible than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be this bad.
Right.
But it's been rough. And then when you can't, we know we didn't go out and get a big time quarterback. We know we didn't trade for a big time quarterback. So then when you can't run the ball, everybody know you got to pass. It's just, it's just rough.
It's just rough, man. It's just rough, man. I mean,
like Melissa said, it sucks.
It sucks. Hey, it sucks. Honestly, that's why that picture I put up for the shit. That's just how we feeling right now, man. It sucks. And Melissa said, are we gonna win in Miami? You know what? I hope so.
It's gonna be a tough game. I hope we win. It's gonna be a tough game, though. I think the thing about Miami, they speed, bro. We just got to be able to deal with their speed, like Coach P said in his presser, man. The thing about Miami is, especially with Tua, even though Tua could be a hit away from being out the game, when he is there, he knows how to facilitate the cats that they got, and they got a fast offense, right? They got their team speed is up there, so that's the only thing about Miami we got to worry about is if we can compete with their speed, slowing that down. Um, but yeah, I hope we go in there and steal that win from them, man. And get the ball rolling, get the morale rolling, the positivity. You got to get that winning taste in your mouth. You feel me? Like,
exactly.
So yeah, I mean, hopefully we've
right,
done enough work in this bye week.
Right, and so what's crazy is that we always come off bye weeks and we're awful, bro. We're like horrible off bye weeks in the past year. This year, I'm like, well, all right, let's switch it around, man. Go in there and figure out a way, man. Gardner Minshew is going to start. I mean, whatever. I don't care if that's what you feel gives us the best chance to win.
Sure.
Go ahead and go for it. But I mean, with the extra week, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Miami is not really that good because Tua was out, so the record is really bad. But again, like you said, Tua's one big hit away, and I don't want anyone to get hurt. But I mean, put pressure on him, man. Make them know that you're there. Another thing, man, I don't care, man. We ain't finna win every fight, obviously. Nobody wins every fight. But at least let people know you was there. Let them like they need to feel that they was in a fight after they got done with playing you. You know what I'm saying? So how do you stop their offensive speed, GQ? I would say, man, punch them in the mouth a few times, man. That'll slow them down. Offensively, we have to score more. I know I'm a big like we have to run the ball. Yeah, we have to run the ball. Right now, we can't run the ball. I'm okay with go out and throw the ball 70 times if you have to. I don't care. Let the little screens and little short pass. I feel like we need to be having more quick hit. Like, I don't know, man. Either take full ass shots downfield or way more quick. Like, we don't go over the middle. Hey, Michael Mayer is coming back. This week, I believe, right? So, so maybe that helps. I don't know why we never did that at the beginning of the year. I thought we were going to have some two tight end kind of things to help us run the ball. Maybe now, maybe like you said, maybe they're like, well, fuck the zone blocking. Let's get back to power. Let's get too tight. Maybe they worked on some shit on the bye week. Man, win games, because now everyone's job is on the line. There's Max Crosby, Spillane. There's maybe like 2 or 3 people on the team that they'll probably be there. But other than that, everyone's job. JPJ should be good. I mean, as a rook. Oh, Brock Bowers, you know what I'm saying? There's a few people we for sure know they're going to be okay. But everyone else's job on the line. So get out there and fight. For our people who are going to be out in Miami, get out there and fight. I just, the homeboy Robert Vega, he called me a little right when I was coming home. He was like, hey, bro, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be on tonight because he's out in New York. So it's whatever, 11:30. It's almost midnight now. And he's got like a 7 a.m. flight heading to Miami tomorrow. So he was like, bro, I gotta get me some sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I feel you, bro.
Right.
And he was like, I'll see if I can. If not, I'm like, don't even trip, bro. But get out there and represent. Because the Black Hole has their events going on out in Miami. And get out there and represent, man. No matter what, we finna show up, man. We finna show up. Red Nation's finna show up, show out. And right now, that's all we got, man. But we need to win games for us too, man. I mean, fuck all the bullshit. I don't care where we draft. I really don't, man. I just wherever we draft the best player, like Brock Bowers at whatever 13 is probably the best offensive player that's not a quarterback that came out of the draft, and we grabbed him. You know what I'm saying? You said, "Oh, we didn't get a quarterback." Well, yeah, because fucking 6 quarterbacks went. in the top 12 or something. So yeah, we didn't draft a quarterback. And then well, why don't we go get this guy or that? Well, a lot of people might not want to come here because we're not winning games. You start winning games, and then maybe free agents don't want to come. They're like, man, y'all motherfuckers 2-7. I ain't trying to go there. I mean, outside of Devontae Adams, who left to go to a team that's won 3 games or some shit. Like most people don't want to go to a team that's only so win games so you can get free agents in. Win games for the fans who are going to games, who are doing it all. Fuck a first, fuck a number 1, 2, or 3 pick, man. And wherever you pick, draft a motherfucking really great player. There's great players everywhere, man. I don't know. We can talk about that all day.
The thing also about Miami is that even since Tua's been back, he's get the ball out so quick. So he don't even get cast the time to even get open. You know what I'm saying? There should have a lot of timing, but he's getting the shit out in 2.5 seconds because he ain't trying to get hit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So get pressure, cover the quick slants. They like them slants. They like the those quick screens.
And tackle, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Tackle,
for sure.
yeah.
And tackle. You gotta tackle. We have to have short tackles, right? Because if you let any of these motherfuckers get loose, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? You gotta bring them down, bro. We gotta, and a lot of times too, that'd be the frustrating thing. We'll have plays where we got cats dead to rights in the backfield. We got a 5-yard loss and a 7-yard loss guaranteed. And these motherfuckers can't tackle for shit and turn a 7-yard loss into a 17-yard game. Like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Right. For sure. Facts.
I mean, part of that is fundamentals. Bro. Part of that is fundamentals too, man. Part of that is fundamentals, man. I got to put that on the coaching to some extent.
And it's also you got to practice that. You know, I get it. We all in the concussion era. I mean, but you have to practice tackling. You can't just wrap up and let go and practice and expect cats to come out and make tackles at full speed in the game. You know,
right?
Talking about practice. You gotta get there like it's the game, and you gotta be physical. If you want to make a physical team, you gotta practice it tackling. Not to hurt nobody, of course, not to hurt your teammate, but you gotta practice tackling.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so the teams that I played on growing up, bro, like to your point, we was on that iron sharpers iron type of mentality. No matter if it was playing when I played youth football for Balboa Raiders, when I played at San Diego High, when I played at Azusa Pacific University, bro, our defense was one of the top defenses in the country in our division, and they wasn't cutting us no slack in practice, bro. It was that time. You know what I mean? It was that time. I remember in youth football, one of the practices, one of our linebackers broke one of the other DB's arm. They was gang tackling, and he went to the pile and just hit the whole pile, bro, and broke bro's arm in practice. You know what I mean? Like, that's how the head up we was going. I bruised my ribs in practice. I remember that's when I first started wearing rib protectors. I used to never wear rib protectors, and I remember a practice in youth. I was like 12 years old, 13, something like that. And I fucking bruised my ribs landing on somebody's face mask. And that is, boy, I tell you, I might as well had broke my ribs and shit. How I felt, but we was getting it up in practice, bro. And like, that was the first. I said, okay. Then I started wearing rib protectors after that, but we didn't pull no punches because you wasn't gonna play like that. You feel me? You're not gonna play like that. So we practiced how we play, bro. And we went. If we wasn't going 100%, we was going like 97. I'm telling
you. Yeah.
Right.
You know, Sports spoke on Dan Campbell earlier. You know, former, I don't know, lineman, tight end, or something.
He's a linebacker.
I saw him talking to his team at one point, and he was like, "Just bear with me, but practices are going to be a little physical. I'll give y'all a little extra time off, but we got to work on it. You have to." You know,
right. Right. And so yeah, exactly to your point. And we need that. Like get out there, practice like you play. Practice like you play. In anything like whether you're like gambling, if you're playing like a really low limit or you're playing, you do the same thing whether you're betting $5 a hand at blackjack or you're betting $100 a hand at blackjack. You should have the same kind of like this what I do. So in practice, this what we do in the game. You do the same thing whether it's a Super Bowl or a regular season game. You got to like that builds like fundamentally sound teams too. Tackling is fundamentals, right? Like like you were like, oh, we're in the concussion protocol kind of thing now. Well, yeah, you're not out here headhunting. We're not out here headhunting anyway, man. Wrap a motherfucker up and take him down. Don't no arm tackles, no like waving at people. Like go in there and get in there and make sure someone goes down. And hit people backwards, man. Like your force needs to be like I mean, I don't know. I just feel like they need to really get in there. All the coaches, they need to get in there and coach these dudes up now. Like when you're down and you're beat up and you're hurt and you're losing and you're all that. Now is the time to really show. All right, can we keep this dude around? Is it time for AP to go or stay? How is he going to rally these dudes to play? Because nobody wants to lose. Nobody likes losing, man. Like people are, oh, well, you see people laughing on the sideline or whatever, joking on the sideline. People, yes, I mean, to some extent, it's not like the end of the world. There's still people and there's still whatever. They're playing the game to some extent, and so it's not like a personal kind of thing in that moment where they may be laughing or something, whatever. But go out there all the time and be 100% when you're out there on the field and you're out doing what you do. And I just feel like coaching staff got to get these dudes up more for that, man. If they want to stay around, and I want them to stay around. Honestly, I'm not. I don't want people to be like, oh, just like people who are quitting to me are quitters, man. If you're over there quitting and losing, get off the team. If you're a Raider fan and you're like, oh man, we need to go out and lose every game, get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. That's just how I am, man. Like we don't need you around us. We don't, you know what I'm saying? You probably don't.
As the game goes on and the team wears down,
What's that?
as the game goes on, the defense wears down. And just two that come to mind is just like, I mean, Najee Davenport is that's his name? Najee Davenport.
Harris?
Pittsburgh to the running back. Yeah.
Najee Harris.
Yeah, he a big dude. He gonna be rough to bring down. He runs hard. And as the game goes on and the offense ain't doing much, and you just got to make sure you bring cats down. That first game of the season with J.K. Dobbins, you know, you had him stopped in the backfield and he bust loose for 46 yards. You can't have that. You got to continue to attack. I love the way the defense is playing.
Right,
you know, besides a few missed tackles, but more turnovers, more help from the offense, and getting, even if you don't score, if you can get a couple first downs and let them rest, you know what I mean? Not 3 and out, oh, we back on the field. They didn't even get a chance to taste the Gatorade. You know what I mean?
that's that. I feel like too. That's going to be a part, like you said. That's a part of. So, like, I'm real interested to see. Like, are you going to be able to fix what we've been doing overnight? No, not exactly. You can't fix everything overnight, but I would love to see with the 10 days that we had with the bye week, you know what I mean, and them installing, you know, the new coaching staff, what improvements can be immediately seen, you know what I mean, from the past regime. I say past regime, even though I know AP is still here, but I'm going from the Getsy and the O-line coach and the quarterback coach, right? All those three positions have been changed, right? It's new personnel there, new philosophy, you know. And like AP said, I tell the coaches on how I want to see it, and we all know how AP want to see it, right? He want to see hard nose, smash mouth football. He want to see toughness. He want to see, that old right away. So how are they going to translate that into their coaching style and get that across to, like, for example, we're talking about the success of a quarterback like Minshew, but then you think about times where the O line in the scheme of the offense isn't protecting the quarterback. Like you'll have the DN not being chipped, or like they're the top player, the top DN. You're not chipping him, but you're chipping over here this way on a fucking player that doesn't even make any sense to be even throwing a chips that way. But this player who's an all pro, probably Hall of Famer, you're gonna let him go one on one, and you're not throwing nothing that way. Or the O line not understanding a stunt in a particular way where they misread the fucking block or the reach and let this guy go in, you know what I mean, straight in without, like, or Thayer Munford getting put on his pockets, you know what I mean, just getting straight put on his pockets and giving up sack. We like, oh, well, the quarterback play. Well, damn, look at what's happening with the O-line play. You feel me? And not even just the O-lineman one-on-one getting beat, but the actual scheme of not sliding them this way or not having this person chip to this side or not, like what's going on? You feel me? That's not putting the quarterback in a position to succeed, right? The running back, he's getting hit as soon as he's taking the handoff, right? Shit like that. Can Philbin, because we know he's the interim, can he get these motherfuckers to actually playing like they got some pride about themselves, right? And actually moving the O-line, moving the line of scrimmage forward instead of getting beat. Can we see that improvement out of the O-line? Just that much of not being fucking Swiss cheese, giving running back an opportunity to create something, right? And I believe that's why he allowed Minshew to retake over the starting role, because honestly, it's only fair. It's only fair to see what Minshew is actually going to play like under this offensive coordinator, because Minshew had games where he wasn't necessarily playing bad. He was actually playing some good games, and he'll probably have a little turnover there, unfortunate or whatever. Yes, but overall, he's not necessarily playing bad. Now, then you can have the game being schemed up bad, like, you know what I mean? And again, so you got to really see what it's going to look like all put together. So I feel like he's like, okay, let me see what Minshew looks like with Scott actually calling the plays and seeing if it's actually going to make a difference that way, right? With the O-line playing a little bit differently. So I'm interested to see what that shit is going to look like, you know what I mean, with the new pieces put in place.
Because let's talk about who they fired. They fired the offensive coordinator, which people have been asking why was he hired? Why was he fired after week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? And they fired the O-line coach.
Yeah.
So in my head, what I'm hoping for is that they, like I talked earlier, that they switch back to a better scheme that fits our offensive line instead of trying to make a square peg fit through a circle.
Right.
Maybe you go back to using the circle, which is, whether it's too big, too little, but now you hope it slides in and people are more comfortable at doing what they were, what they're best at. So that's what I'm hoping.
I hope so too.
They fired the quarterback coach also.
Yeah.
It just was it was just rough, man. It's been rough. The offense has been rough. The run game has been overly bad.
Yeah. But so again, all of that kind of goes back to the O line, right? And like you said, the O line, you're trying to like we say, you're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Well, I say that all the time. Like you bring coaches in, and they want to use their style that worked for them one time at wherever, and then it's like, well, yeah, that worked with this set of people. That was the kind of system that worked for them. You got to figure out who your people are and what works for you. You got to be more versatile than I can only run a zone blocking scheme, or that's the kind of line I want to run. Well, that's not the personnel you have. Or whatever it may be. Right. You got to figure out who your personnel are and what works best for them, and then you got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you trying to make something go that is like, it's like you got an old beat up car that you're just trying to fix forever? No, man, get some new shit. D-Train, what's happening, my brother? Yay, my brother, man. Man, are you going out to Miami?
Because going into the season, at the beginning of the season, right before the season started, when you talk to the O-line coach or I don't remember, it was the O-line coach or the coordinator, and they were like, we got this new scheme. It takes a while to learn, but they're starting to get there. I mean, they're starting to get there. The season about to start,
right. And then now you have like less practices, and you have, because of concussion protocol kind of shit, you have less shit. So now it's going to take longer. Well, dude, you can't do that. You can't. You got that's not going to work. Okay, you should have saw that quick. You should have saw that fast. You should be like, oh yeah, this ain't really working. Let's go do this. Do it how it was. But if you're not versatile enough to be able to do that, then it's like, why are you even there? So I'm glad they got rid of a couple of people, but again, you can't keep getting rid of everyone and everything. Right. You can't keep starting.
I think that's why he took as long as he did, though, too, Thor. I think that's why he went to the bye week. I think it was like a perfect sample size to really, because like people was like you said, everybody was like, oh, we should get rid of him. Well, we should get rid of him before we even started, right? Before the even season started, get rid of his ass. But like, after 2 or 3 weeks, but I think for AP, obviously, because ultimately his job is on the line as well, he's like, well, I really want to give this opportunity and see really what we have, right? So you got to really have a good sample size, and even like moving it from not just seeing what the coordinator is going to do, but going with Minshew, then going with O'Connell, and then going back to Minshew, like seeing like what, okay, that ain't working. Okay, let me switch it there. Okay, that shit ain't work. Okay, let me try to, okay, that ain't working. Okay, what's really, but you get to the bye week and he makes that decision, right? Okay, so the bye week is coming. I know this motherfucker's trash. I know that I don't want him, but what I can do is I can use right after the game, make this decision to move on from him, move in the new guys, give them this time, because if he would have had like moved in somebody new before that, right? They would have had to try to figure that shit out on the fly in a week, have to come, in on a hustle, figure out, okay, it's too much too fast. Let's take this bye week. We can really take our time and we can implement these motherfuckers, and we can kind of get a little more comfortable and familiar that when we roll out Miami, we're going to have a good plan of attack, and we'll be able to kind of see exactly what we're going to have moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not mad at the move, and I'm glad at the move. I'm glad that he made the decision, right? I'm glad that he said that, you know what? It wasn't nobody telling me that this is what I need to do. Obviously, I'm not blind and deaf. I can hear the crowds. I can hear the fans. I can see whatever. But nobody told me to make the decision. I made this decision. Get these motherfuckers out of here, and let's move forward and try to see what we got. And, we got to just wait and see. Wait and see what's going to happen.
Because as he watches the game like we all do, then he goes back and watch film like, this shit just ain't working. Like it's not working from point A. You know what I mean? Like if you can't run the ball at all, we don't have no big time gunslinger. But if like you said, GQ, if the left tackle is getting knocked on his ass, on his ass.
I mean,
on
like
his ass.
Air. Like he
like your feet in the air. I mean,
bro, that's what I said. Put him on his pockets. Niggas like,
yeah, it's rough. Yeah, that shit is rough, man. So whether it's these dudes for the last couple of years, to me, have been a decent O-line. They've been decent at pass blocking. They've been more decent at run blocking. I mean, we got three or four starters from last year that started out the season.
Right.
Now we got, 2 rookies playing with JPJ and Glaze. And I thought as rookies, they've been doing pretty decent.
They have.
It's just like they didn't just all of a sudden stop learning how to play. So you would think, at least I would think, and I would hope that it was the scheme and it was a bad scheme going in, that they weren't teaching them something totally different on top of learning a new offensive coordinator, on top of having a new quarterback coach, a new O-line coach. It's just a lot.
On top of not being all the way healthy, I think our O-line, even though we got new young players that are producing JPJ, right, and Glaze, but I think our O-line goes as Colton Miller goes, and as you can see, Colton Miller is not what he was. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's his injury, whether it's him, coming back, or the rehab, or him, waiting to get 100% or whatever the case may be. He's had more. He's had more sacks, or more pressures, and more hurries coming from him this year than he's had in his past years. You know what I'm saying? Even at the earlier part of the year when it was just 5 or 6 games in, he had more fucking pressures and sacks that he had all of the whole season. You know what I mean? A year before. So, you feel me? So, when you have the best player on your O-line is playing like shit, then what are you expecting from everybody else, right? You know what I mean? So the O-line definitely got to get figured out, and we definitely got to have Colton Miller back playing like an All-Pro top 5, left tackle. Right now, he's still playing, like a top 15 tackle, but we don't need a top 15 tackle right now. We need a top 5 tackle. You know what I'm saying? We need a motherfucker that's going to be 100% confident that you can protect the blind side of these motherfuckers that we got playing quarterback, because they need that shit. You know what I mean? And so,
that's your point.
Yeah.
Like, I was just going to add in to your point. Like, and then when you play Cincinnati, you facing a Hendrickson, you playing the Chargers, you facing a Bosa.
Yeah.
Let's chip those guys.
Yeah, right.
Let's not go chip the dude on the opposite side. Let's chip the all pros. Let's chip the Pro Bowlers. Like,
right.
What are we doing?
Yeah, but doesn't that seem fundamental? Like,
it seems basic as hell.
Hella basic, bro. And that, so sometimes I just don't know if they are like, oh, this is what we're gonna do, or they have an idea of what they kind of want to do, and then they see it's not working, but they're not prepared enough to get away from it, or they are just too stubborn to some extent, where they're like, no, this is what we're gonna do, this is the way we're gonna run it, this is the way we're gonna block, this is what we're doing. And I just don't understand it. Let's go.
But now we don't have to understand it, right? Now we're going to be able to see what the newness of Scott Turner is going to bring, right? And when we say Scott Turner, let's go ahead and talk about it. Your boy then had brought nepotism to his finest, right? Let me get my dad on up in here. You know what I mean? Dad, come on up here. I know you got some experience with these Raiders, right? Ex-head coach Norv Turner back in the building, And I actually like the move, it's because he's not coming in to be the head coach, he's not coming in to be the guy running the show. He's coming in to be a motherfucker to help the offense. And that's one thing we know Norv Turner know how to do. And I believe he still knows how to do at 78 years old, 82, whatever the fuck old he is. I believe he still knows how to run a goddamn offense. And he's going to be able to provide, I feel like some much needed clarity and how our offense should operate, man. So I'm excited to see what that's gonna look like.
Yeah, I definitely like the move, man. I thought that when I heard Norv Turner, I was like, oh, I'm not off the couch. But then when I learned and understood that his son was on the staff and he was being promoted to offense coordinator, I mean, that was Norv Turner's, that was his thing. He was never a really good head coach, but he was always a good offensive coordinator. So you got to think that his son's been in that, his whole life. And now he's getting his chance to be an offensive coordinator. I mean, why not bring Pops in to just, help out where help is needed? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
and Scott has already had success in the NFL as an offensive coordinator, by the way. If we didn't know, he has. He's been an offensive coordinator. I know for sure at the Washington for like 2 or 3 years he was offensive coordinator, but I believe somewhere else too he was calling plays, something like the Vikings or something like that. But he has called plays before, so that's a positive. It's somebody who has real NFL experience and success as a play caller. So it's not just somebody just off the couch. This is actual NFL play caller.
Right. I mean, it's huge. And we need the offense again. We need the offense to help the defense out. We need them to get some first downs, to not come in and go 3 and out. Like, boom, 50 seconds later, you're back.
Field goal range.
Man, something, bro. Like, Daniel Carlson, we need to see you. We need to see you a little more often.
It's so crazy. We talked about seeing Daniel Carlson too much. I would love to see Daniel Carlson more right now.
Man, crazy, and it's crazy.
It's crazy how when we come down, go up 7-0 on seems like almost everybody, and then the offense just bogs down.
Right.
I don't know if it's adjustments or whatever, but we just got to be better as a whole. Because I still believe that we have decent pieces of offense, even with Devontae going. I think Jacoby Myers is a solid receiver. Like, he's definitely a number 2, could be possibly be a number 1 in some situations. We all see what Brock Bowers is doing. He leads first or second in not rookie tight ends, but all of tight ends throughout the whole league.
Right.
Like,
and he's
Tucker,
a rookie. He's getting
Trey
better.
Tucker, I just think they need to continue to. You got to at least throw the ball deep once or twice a game. Shit, it's 3rd and 9. It's 3rd and 12.
Right.
Air that thing out. You about to punt anyway.
Yeah.
So it's crazy because that is a part of play calling, right? That's a part of the scheme. The offensive coordinator not putting Trey Tucker in the scheme, not scheming him open, not creating space for him. Same thing like with we lost the running back that was making plays for us. McAllister, I believe, we lost him to the like waivers or some shit like that, or some, like, he's not on the team, but he was another explosive back that, if used the right way by the OC, could have made an impact as well. You know what I mean? But that's going to be on Scott to see how he incorporates all these guys into the offense, how he makes sure that Brock Bowers is still Brock Bowers, but also making sure that the number 1 receiver Jacoby is getting his looks, but making sure that you're utilizing Trey Tucker with his skill set. You know what I mean? Making sure you're finding ways to get these guys active. Mike Mayer, like you said, Mayer is back in the offense. You know what I mean? Utilizing the big fella. You know what I mean? Getting him in space and utilizing his size and things like that, right? And ultimately, it's going to start with the run game, right? Can Philbin get this online blocking in a way that get this run game going again? And are they going to scheme it up to our team's strengths?
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? As you said, Q. You feel me? Or
Big
are we
time,
going to
man.
keep trying to, do some shit that we know that we can't do?
And sometimes, like I'm saying, also, stretch the field, max protect.
Yeah.
Let's get a couple max protections and keep the running backs in. Maybe they can leak out late, but let's 3 people in the route. But you gotta do some different stuff though. Definitely, I thought early on with the they used Trey Tucker on some reverses, DJ Turner on some reverses, fake reverses. I think that started lacking.
Yeah.
But you got to get back to that. You got to just try different stuff. Period.
Right. And that's like GQ said when Melissa was asking about, are we going to win in Miami? Yeah, I think, well, part of the thing you were saying about Miami is all their speed. Well, we need to utilize our speed too. You know what I'm saying? We need to use like Trey Tucker, like DJ Turner's, like get the ball in people with speed. Speed kills. We're Raider fans, man. That's part of who we are. Motherfucking throw the ball deep, take shots, get motherfucking reverses out there, whatever it is, man. Like fake reverse, throw deep, but get some speed out there in space, like get Brock Bowers even. I mean, he's for a tight end, he's fast. Get Brock Bowers out there in space. Get whoever it may be in space. You know what I'm saying? Get them with the ball in their hand with space. Like I don't know, man. I want to see some kind of fast paced something like speed kills, man. I need to get that. I need to get people moving, man. I need to get people moving, and I believe we can still win games. I still think we can win games, man, and I want to win games. We should want to win games, period. Everyone needs to be out there with leaving it all out on the field to win games right now, man, no matter what.
Definitely. And then
I would love to see that. I'd love to see them go all fucking goes on the first play. Niggas just throw all nines on some Mount Davis shit. Niggas just throw a bomb. Yeah.
I wouldn't
But
even.
you gotta mix it in though. Yeah. Sometimes you want to see the ball being thrown 40 yards down the field, right?
Right. If you straight run, it's 3rd and 9, and then you throw some little fucking bullshit, whatever that don't get you nothing
8-yard play, 12 yards. Right.
Man,
that brings up the linebackers, it brings up the safeties, it brings up the corners.
Yep.
Throw
the ball deep 3 straight times. Start the game. I don't give a fuck, man. Send them. Just do something, man. Just to switch it up and get some life in this. Get some life in shit. Scare people, man. Scare people if you have to, man. Throw haymakers out there. Do whatever you gotta do, man. Fuck, man. We need to win games, baby. We need to win games, man.
Right, Tony?
Hey, because you can't touch the receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like all that comes into play.
Yeah,
but you also got to block and you got to hold on to the ball. And the one thing I say about Minshew over the last few weeks, and I know when your left tackle is getting knocked on his ass, I mean, I know that can help make you a little gun shy, but you can't fold for a sack and it's not there. Like I've seen him duck down like he about to get sacked, and bro, what are you doing?
Hey, look. But I told you though, I'm not absolving the quarterbacks of their own miscues too. But bro got PTSD, and you can't say that he don't, bro. He's back there. He's back there with PTSD, man. Like
that's why I give shout out to all the quarterbacks and gunslingers that can hang in the pocket, man. Like a Joe Burrow, who will get sacked 8 times and still come back and still sit in there.
Yeah,
man.
Had his ACL torn in the pocket, man. And will still to this day will sit in there and wait because he know he got weapons and he know it take time to open up and he will sit in there.
Yeah.
That's why people like that make the big bucks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For
And
sure.
I get it. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
you see these quarterbacks. There was a quarterback I saw the past Sunday get sacked 7 times. He was on a 3-step drop. He got sacked. I get it. But you got to hold on to that thing. The quarterback that'll take the hit. You got. I mean, it is what it is. That's why they get paid the big bucks, bro. That's why they get paid more than anybody on the field. Because you touch the ball every single time.
Yep.
Every single time. And you gotta take this hit. You hear quarterbacks talk like, "Oh, what did you think about the touchdown pass?" "Oh, I didn't see it. I got knocked on my ass. I didn't see it. I just heard the crowd yell. I heard my teammates picking me up cheering. You know,
Yep.
Right.
That's what it takes. And if it's on the offensive line, then we'll see that. But when you just curl up and the sack don't come, bro, you look horrible and scary.
Horrible, man.
Oh,
horrible.
you know. Oh, you know. That's why he's third on the list. That's my hierarchy of offensive thought was the offensive coordinator, the offensive line, then the quarterback. It had to be that way. It was just abysmal. The play calling and the scheme abysmal, terrible. Offensive line play, outside of quarterback play, offensive line play up to this point has been what? Nah, bro. And then the quarterback play is right up under that, bro. Right up under that.
And Minshew is way more mobile than AOC. AOC will just stand in there.
Yeah.
He got a little bit. He got his pocket presence is better than last year as a rookie, as it should be. So he can step up, sidestep, but he just stands in there, which I respect. And that's what I mean.
He ain't scary. He ain't scary.
He ain't scared. You gotta let the play develop, bro.
Yeah.
Shit falling around you. You gotta let the play develop, man.
Yeah.
So, man. Well,
you know, I think that's what I know. We don't talk about our old quarterback after he broke his leg, but when Gruden got there, I just think that Gruden was on him about, dude, you got to sit in there. You got to wait for the Henry Ruggs to get free. You got to wait. You got to give it an extra second. You know what I mean? And that's why he got better with the deep ball, because you got to sit in there a little bit. Yeah, they coming.
Yeah.
You want to get Happy Feet? We know how Happy Feet goes. No quarterback likes pressure, especially not up the middle. No quarterbacks like pressure, but to get a deep ball, you got to sit in there.
Yeah.
That's why the quarterbacks get. You don't see no other position get $200 million contracts. No other position in the NFL.
Right.
Guys might get 90. They might get 130. You don't see nobody else get 250, 450. You know what I'm saying? Quarterback.
Yep. Well, let's hope that we get it together. Let's hope we can get it together and get some W's, man. I just want to see our team come out this week. Come out. We had a bye week. Hopefully this bye week is different than past bye weeks, and they really worked on some shit. And they come out less scared and more ready to just go out there. And there ain't no point being scared anymore. Ain't no point being scared anymore. You fighting for your life in the NFL right now, guys. All of you out there, all Raider coaches, Raider players, you out there fighting for your life in the NFL, man. You want to keep making that money? You got to show up right now, man. You got to show up, man. Oh,
hey, here's a positive for us. A positive for us is we have film on the Dolphins. We know kind of, what to expect from them. But with us putting in Scott Turner as the OC and us doing some new shit, they really don't know what we are, right? They really don't know what to expect from us. So we kind of have a little bit of element of surprise, you know what I mean, on the Dolphins, because they really don't know really what to expect from this new iteration of the Raiders, right?
Right.
Because we ain't doing that same Getsy bullshit, right? So we got to use that little element of surprise. You feel me? And I feel like
Yes.
we'll be able to do some shit with that.
Right. And this is a perfect opportunity right now. This is a perfect opportunity with that GQ, to, like I said, to when you want free agents to come in or whatever, you got to show them you can win and that you can do some shit. This is a perfect opportunity to say, hey, okay, we started off, we made a bad decision on this. We moved over to this, and now look at us. Now look at our offense. It's like a whole new offense, right? And we're moving the ball. We're scoring points. We got Max on D. You know what I'm saying? We got decent pieces on D, and we're just gonna build the team up. That's why you gotta win games. That's why you gotta win games, and that's the perfect opportunity. So
I love the defense. I just think we just need to create more turnovers, of course. But man, I was in my week down here and we done lost. It feels like 12 games in a row, and we almost again. I just feel like I just want to shout out, man, the corners. I thought the corners were playing solid. They held Jamar Chase down against Cincinnati, against what's my guy Zero that I was talking about in the offseason.
Jacorian Bennett, bro.
Jacorian Bennett, man.
Jacorian Bennett, man.
They put him on the island, bro. He don't get no help. You know what I'm saying? And he been holding his own. He come up and hit and make tackles like a real football player.
Yeah.
You know, Jack Jones.
He looking like
safeties. I need us to be able to cover the tight end though. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
We had a couple miscues from the Travis Kelce, you know, and the Mike Gesicki with Cincinnati. It seems like frustration set in, and people.
I think Hobbs got hurt, didn't he?
Say it again.
I said I think Hobbs got hurt. Didn't Hobbs get hurt?
Yeah, Nate Hobbs got hurt. Yeah. But
because I like how 7 plays and Morik plays and Polamalu. We just got to put it all together and get them dudes. I just feel like the defense deserves better. And that's a game where it's on. Yeah, they get tired, bro. 3 and out, 1 first down, 3 and out. I just want to shout that out, man. Because I think the defense been playing good, man. Max still gonna get a sack or 2 here and there, and still gonna put enormous pressure on the quarterback and get held. Tyree Wilson, he been playing better because we've talked a lot of shit about Tyree Wilson. I see him getting sacks here and there, putting pressure. I see him playing better, man.
He's playing better, bro. He's playing better.
Like it's not like we come out, we be down 21-0, man. So y'all know I'm always an optimist. I just feel like even with the quarterback play, even with the O-line play, with the bad offensive line scheme, I just think the defense has been solid. And I just think they get frustrated and tired. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to shout that out because we, like I said, I felt like we lost 12 games in a row and
for sure, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's come out on Sunday and shock the world and win the game in Miami and figure it out from there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I haven't given up on us winning some games. Like, yeah, we ain't winning the West, and we ain't probably going to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But the season, honestly, and this is another reason I want to keep fighting, no matter what. I mean, we're 2-7. We're pure crap right now. But there's a lot of pure crap teams out there right now. Just win some games, man. Just win some games and start getting hope and just change the whole atmosphere and winning, man, and just get that going for us, for the nation, for future people who may get drafted and hopefully for some free agents that you can, hey, look at how we turn the season around. We're on the right path. Come in, we we straighten some stuff out, all that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hoping for.
Hey man, like Tony said, I like for the Raiders to finally back up the shit I talk. You feel
Amen.
me? Tony work in San Francisco, bro. So he around a bunch of red and all that crap, man. Let's step the shit up, bro.
Yeah.
Amen.
Let's do it.
The Queens are undefeated, I think. There's a lot of mediocre teams out there, bro. Like this, we just should be better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just for the morale of the team, the morale of the fans.
Definitely.
Hey, well, let's see if AP can recreate his late season magic like he did last year, right? When he came in, you know, halfway at the end of the season, I believe, right? He had the last 9 games, went 5-4.
Yeah.
So let's see. You know what I mean? It's a new offensive coordinator, new office, new you know, kind of little regime. So let's see if he can.
Just like last year.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
You feel me? So
and then we can get together. Hey man, it's been a little over an hour and change, and I'm gonna have to call it a night. I'm glad we can't. We're gonna have to start coming back, get back to more regular. Again, it was a lot of shit that was happening, and where I couldn't come on a lot of Tuesdays, and I take full responsibility for that. We need to get back on more, man, and so you know, baby, we here, the Raider Nation Drinking Club. We always represent, baby. That you know, the Raiders make us drink, man, but we also like to drink and kick it. So let's go, baby. Let's go, man. We keeping it together, man. Tony, man, and the Gambler, and the few people who was in here, man, who was able to come in tonight, and Jaime just tapping in, man, watch the replay. We appreciate you,
and everybody that's gonna watch it later, that's gonna watch it later.
Yeah,
you know y'all gonna watch it.
It wasn't our normal time, and it wasn't our normal day, but just because we got to get back on here and represent how we do, baby. Just, you know what I'm saying, man. We love
Raider
you guys.
Therapy is much needed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Especially right now.
Therapy is much needed, baby. Let's hope we can come back on next week on Tuesday or whenever we can, when we can hop in and shit and have a celebratory week next week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. Here Monday Night Football in December. Q, you coming out for that one?
I'm supposed to. So I'm working on it.
Okay, figure it out, man. Figure it out, brother. Figure it out, man.
Yeah.
But we'll see what's up with that. Tony, we'll see you then.
I'm off on Mondays. I might try to go to that game too.
Man, so Monday Night Football, our only real primetime thing. So yes, sir.
For sure, man. It's gonna be a good time. Raider Nation for life, baby. Much
all
love.
Day.
All day, baby.
Yes,
Raider
Nation of nothing, baby.
We getting up out of here. Yee. Hey, Nation or nothing. Yee.